Welcome back to Breakfast Daily on City TV. Don't forget to send us your messages. Our WhatsApp number is 0550-585832. And you can hashtag Breakfast Daily on all of our social media platforms, okay? And watch us. We're on Facebook. We're live. So join the conversation. All right.
All right. So we're about to get into some community-related issues, of course, issues that bother you, bother me, bother the entire country. And we want to start off with roads, road infrastructure. This is an issue that doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon, because we still have a number of, or a lot more roads in the country that need some repair work. Some need construction, complete construction, right from scratch to finish. And so we're going to start off with a report we have from the Upper West region, where residents are calling for completion of some deplorable roads around Dabor in the Upper West region.
The Dabor electoral area consists of 18 communities. Some of the communities include Dabor, Sira, Kupale, Gongbili, and Daku. The area is considered the food and revenue basket of the Wa West district because it is known for serious farming activities and hosts prominent markets at Dabor and Sira. In spite of its contribution to the socio-economic development of the district, the Dabor electoral area is confronted with deplorable roads, which residents say is a bane on their development. This is the Durumu-Dabor Road in the Wa West district of the Upper West region. Apparently, this particular road links more than 18 communities to Dabor, which has the largest market in the Wa West district. But as you can see, this is the nature of the road because of the torrential rains that hit the Upper West region this year. This particular portion of the road has been washed off, making it difficult for commuters, especially farmers who cart their goods and services to Durumu and other parts of the district to ply their trade. And so let's talk to the assemblyman of this area on this particular matter.
The road in the Dabor electoral area is a mess, it's a death trap, and it is something I can describe with words. If there's anything better than worse, or that is worse than worse, I think that is the situation for Dabor electoral area roads. If you look at it, where we are standing currently, you can see water behind us. Today is somehow mild as yesterday and the day before yesterday, which was Dabor market. Cars were flooded here, they couldn't cross. Those are Dabor trying to access the other part of the district, which is Wa West, or the regional capital Wa, could not also move across this water. This and many more are the challenges. A lot of people are suffering it. Health care is impeded, education is impeded, farmers are struggling. People are from the other side and they are farm over there. They can't even go and cut their goods home as of now. Health care is impeded in the sense that, for instance, if a pregnant woman is to be referred from Dabor to Durumu or to whichever the district capital, and this water happens to be here, usually the nurses have to do what they can within their limitations to either deliver. If the person comes out successful, we thank God. Otherwise, we have recorded bad cases in the past as a result. If the nurses are in Wa and they are to pick drugs and maybe come and attend to patients at Dabor and other communities like Kuzia and Bultor, then it happens that it rains and this route is flooded. They have no other option than to return back to Wa or return to their families and stay while leaving the facility empty, not because they don't want to be there, but because the route is not allowing them to access it.
Many children of school-going age at Kupale and its surrounding villages are compelled to drop out of school because they are unable to swim across this water every day to access basic education. These girls, who are among the many school dropouts in the Dabor electoral area, have decided to learn sewing at Durumu, which is about 18 kilometers away. They tell City News off camera that they have come to terms with traveling every day on the 18-kilometer journey, but crossing this water has become a daily nightmare and want government to fix the road.
This road has been here since the time I know this road, I've not seen any excavator or bulldozer or whatsoever they call it passing to this road to say they are clearing off our way for us. And this water is an issue for us every year that we keep on complaining for government to listen to our aid. But it's to no avail. So we have been here like almost a month now. No crossing to Wa. We can't go to Wa, we can't go to Durmo. The students all over there along the other side of the community cannot cross. When it's market day, that's where some of us get our little bit business to do. But most of the people don't come because of the water issues.
To doge tinan driza yi ti surunga 95 ban malo. Pamparanga ka hon kanye a suruzan samoza. Cha yi a breaking yele pala ferret yaga. Wonang ayi August poza watonga. Kanye za kuman yi Dabor awaga dulmusen. Siku birambe kokpale bangasen aman wa Dabor siku kabamne yi mantanga aman tuon wa kokpal siku baza be dering. So I like sur I doge akote yaga da.
The tana wahala yaga adin to surunga yele yun jama. Timman kun amon kun ta ba yide. To koyen le to kokoyle kabon watanga. Timpa soraka ka gwamnati ta tasu mo bi nimbe ba zurbe minen na nyefang. Ka ba sun timba ri suno ka ban kuma mala sur waje ka ba loga kombo ngayen ku be gabo. Ka niemo yi nya huma inna da buluwa. Ka hona gana wo ka zinya na hon wana azir ku manga. Se hon le bimbe bi yuwo. Ka bibi yuwo bi hun tie ka hona wana watara ka kwonse hon wana watara palo am wala pa. Zine ngba. A shega biye le te dar za ya wana wato gana. Anatinta wana ke te ku mantanga.
All right, so yeah, that was a report on the current situation that residents of Dabor are facing, where major road network is basically destroyed and is cutting off the residents of that community from other parts of the Upper West region and the Wa area. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's say a very good morning to Managing Director of City FM and City TV, Samuel Atamensa. Welcome to the show,
Thank you.
Good to have you. Good to have you.
I'm here as a panelist.
You're here as a... we forgive you for small
Right.
fans.
Say again?
I say we forgive you for small.
Yeah.
No, right. No, but welcome again.
Thank you.
It
Thank
seems
you.
like every week we shine the spotlight on an area like this. Bad road network, rainfall has exacerbated the problem, communities cut off from their sources of livelihood, school children that can't get to school because they cannot traverse a particular road or bridge or river. And the cycle never seems to end. So I'm actually not even sure what else to say about this.
Yeah.
We talk to the same people. Assemblyman, we heard him speak. Unit committee member has come to talk. They all say they've been begging the government.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe Samens, maybe you can start off this conversation for us. Because honestly,
I don't know. I'm not an engineer, so I don't know what to do about this. But again, look, I think it's just a new day for the media, and that's how I want to look at it. It's a new day for the media because it places serious responsibility on the media to be able to unearth some of these community challenges. I mean, I'm not thinking that this bad road just emerged from nowhere overnight. I mean, this, if you look at the road, the man says that it was first, the road was first cut in 1995. How many years ago? You know, almost 30 years ago.
Yeah, 26 years.
And it hasn't seen any interventions. I mean, any road the world over left in this state for 30 years will have challenges.
Definitely.
You understand? But I think at times those who run affairs don't appreciate the challenges, you know, at the bottom of the ladder, if you like. They may hear in the news, but they may not have encountered and experienced it. You know, this is the Wichao area in Upper West, right?
Yeah.
Kupali and all these Dabor area. I can tell you without a shadow of doubt that this will replicate itself in most regions, including Greater Accra region. Including Greater Accra region. So it may sound far off from Accra, but the problem that is being unearthed is here with us in Accra as well.
True.
I mean, our team, the About Town team, were in the Dodowa area, you know, going through to the Volta region, and you know, and the roads there are crying for help, seriously.
True.
You know, and they don't. You see, my thing is that they don't just happen overnight.
No.
At times, you see people dig, and then they leave it like that, and then it grows and becomes something else.
Yes.
At times, it starts with a pothole, which you know that if they deal with the pothole, it may stop it from spreading.
Yeah.
But nobody does anything. Maybe the budget for potholes are too small, so the people want the big one so that they can get their kickbacks. But this road challenge has been with us for a long time. It's going to be with us for a very long time. I think again we should explore new ways of road construction that will be cheaper, because the only reason government cannot catch up with road construction is that they don't have money.
Expensive. Yeah.
And then the
which kind of-
roads that we're putting together and we're constructing now, the level of sustainability, and then roads fit for purpose, the communities in which we are constructing these roads, the kind of vehicles that ply these routes. Say, I mean, if you take the Tema Beach Road, for example, when they did that stretch, you know, there's heavy duty trucks moving from the harbor through that end. It wasn't done completed, finished per se, and then the truck started moving on it. So when you drive on that road, it's always balancing like
again,
this.
we do roads and leave the roads to fend for itself.
Yes.
Elsewhere, when you create a road, you manage the road.
Right.
You determine which kinds of vehicles can use
Exactly.
the road.
Yes.
But in Ghana, you can see a huge truck trying to negotiate a small road,
Yes.
and they will be bullying everybody on the road. It doesn't work.
No.
True.
It doesn't work. That beach road is not meant for heavy duty trucks. That's why the motorway is there. But look, they won't do it. And nobody is regulating it. So that's why. So we spend huge sums of money, construct the road, add road furniture, do all the things we can do, and go to sleep. The next day, people start taking the furniture off, the huge trucks start destroying the roads, and then we go for another loan to fix the same roads.
Because what
We are not seeing progress.
No. We're not
And
serious.
I won't talk about roads without talking about the Building and Roads Research Institute of the CSR.
Yeah.
That they definitely will have proposals for cheaper ways of constructing roads. And roads, as you said, fit for purpose. You understand? But we all have to go the one way of digging and putting first layer, second layer, you know, all these things. And it's costing us. And look, the minister said, and he's right. You know, Amakwata, he
Yes.
is right.
That people shouldn't put that.
No. That we can't construct all the roads simultaneously.
True.
You know, he's right.
He's
I mean,
right.
where in the world have you seen this happen?
Nowhere.
And you can only do so much if you have money. They don't have money. They should just say that they don't have money, but they should be able to prioritize.
Exactly.
They should be able to prioritize.
Yes.
You know, I think, as I said, I don't understand how this road construction management is. But at times I see some roads being re-asphalted, and I'm asking, okay, is this where you're supposed to be, or there are, you know, quote unquote, more pressing demands elsewhere? You know, look, I traveled to the Volta region over the weekend, and I haven't recovered. I'm telling you, I haven't recovered. Look, from Dodowa to Ayikuma to Somanya, all the way to Kroboduma, say to Pong. Please, if you can avoid that, use helicopter.
Wow.
Now, if you make a mistake of using the Somanya to Okwenya, that's going to the Pond Dam area, Akuse. From Somanya to Akuse, that bypass. If you use that bypass, you have to drive to a river at some point.
Wow.
For real, because they are doing the railway overpass and they've diverted the road. I don't know whether I can say they've diverted it. It's been left for people to figure out where to pass. And you have to actually physically drive through the river.
Wow.
So
imagine driving on such a road at night.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Exactly.
I mean, I was in the Ghana North municipality here in Accra.
I told
the
you.
Omanjo area, after Farmel Junction to Omanjo area, it's actually a death trap because there's a bridge that breaks off just one end of it, so you can use only the left part. You cannot use the right part. And you see, it comes down from a hill. So it's just someone that has created his own danger sign and placed it there to warn unsuspecting drivers.
Most of these places you go and you find young people in the community, you know, spread around, taking people's 1 city, 2 CDs just to help them, you know, cross the routes. It's something that we really need to wake up to. If we don't have money to do, yes, that's a fact. But that's why there's better management. Somebody has to manage our resources properly. It's just as simple as that.
And prioritize.
You know, if you say there's no money, nobody will argue with you. So there's no money, so what?
Exactly. So the children can't
so there's no money, so they should use the road just like that, or they shouldn't even talk about it. No, people are still going to demand better roads because politicians keep promising better life. If you promise better life and you come into power, they will place demands on you. It's just as simple as that.
And that's why I have a problem with the roads minister. I mean, we understand the fact that the roads cannot be constructed simultaneously. But then if you go at people and say they should not demonstrate because demonstrations don't fix roads, it's not as though it's lost on people that we cannot fix the roads simultaneously. But then people are demonstrating. Yes, people are demonstrating because they need to draw government's attention to the problem.
Roads. So this is on citynewsroom.com. The Minister of Roads and Highways, Kwesi Amoakwata, says the government has plans to fix deplorable roads and that it will be unreasonable for one to expect all bad roads to be done at the same time, as you mentioned, Summons. Now, while interacting with the press after inspecting the 31.7 kilometer Kwafu Krom to Apidra Road in the eastern region, which is part of the Accra Kumasi dualization project, he expressed disappointment that some educated people join in demonstrations for their roads to be fixed. According to him, such demonstrations will not get the roads fixed, and so they're needless. He says it's unreasonable for anybody to say that all roads everywhere should be fixed simultaneously, so these demonstrations should stop. Sometimes you get people who are supposed to know better, well-educated people who should advise their colleagues joining demonstrations. Demonstrations don't build roads, he said.
Well, I don't think, again, if he said demonstrations don't build road, it's nothing new. I don't think he's telling us anything new. We all know that demonstrations don't build anything.
Exactly.
But they call attention of the people whose job it is to build the roads.
That's simple.
So if he indeed said that they should stop demonstrating, we can promise him that they won't stop.
Exactly. We have a video of him, and so we'll take a look at that video.
Demanding for good roads by the public seems to have become quite popular these days, and many people are willing to demonstrate to get the attention of the authorities. Amongst the numerous demonstrations was the one over the Ayimensan to Amrahia Road, in which the Medina Member of Parliament, Francis Xavier Susu, participated. Mr. Susu was subsequently charged by the Ghana Police Service for unlawfully blocking portions of the public road as well as the destruction of public property. But the Roads Minister, Kwesi Amoakwata, says demonstrations cannot influence government's plans to fix bad roads. He added that demonstrations must be done in accordance to the laws of the country.
We are sure to complete 6,000 kilometers of roads between now and 2024. But we have programmed 11,000. The remaining 5,000 will be at various levels of completion. You know, we have programmed to build at least up to 20 kilometers of 20 number interchanges, you know, by 2024. Okay, and bridges, you know, we have programmed to build 120 bridges, you know, between now and 2024. These road activities, has it ever happened in this country? Has anybody ever seen it before? And is it reasonable for anybody to say that all roads everywhere should be built simultaneously? So this demonstration should stop. And at times you get people who are supposed to know better, you know, people who are well educated, people who should advise, their colleagues, even joining demonstrations. Demonstrations don't build roads.
Mr. Mwakwata, together with his entourage, inspected works on the 31.7 kilometer Kwafo Krom to Apeja stretch in the eastern region.
All right. So that was the Minister of Roads and Highways, Mr. Mwakwata, again, voicing out the fact that he doesn't agree with people demonstrating because all roads cannot be built simultaneously, which I don't think anyone is asking
don't
for.
Demonstrate to make him happy. It's just as simple as that. I mean, they are not demonstrating for your happiness, Demonstrations don't. I think that's rude. To be honest, that's very rude on the part of the minister. At best, just let people know what you're doing.
Exactly.
I mean, the job, the task is huge, and the demands are higher than ever before. We are seeing new communities springing up every day, unplanned communities, and so long as there are human beings residing there, you have a responsibility that comes with it. And to say that demonstrations don't build road, I don't know what he's trying to communicate. And he sounds like a schoolmaster. We don't need that. Not at this point.
No.
Not at this point. No. Do what you can. You can. No government has ever resolved all the issues of our roads. No government. But again, you can't sound as rude as you are sounding. Demonstrations don't build roads and all these. We also don't need that. And we want to hear something better from a minister of state. For me, this is where I end it. But we will live with bad roads. As African countries, we don't have all the resources. That is true. We can't do all the roads simultaneously. That's a fact. But we need ministers and people in government to be more empathetic to the needs of our communities. Not this kind of responses.
All right. Let's go to the Upper West region. Latif Mahama is our correspondent, and he joins us via Zoom to give us some more perspectives on the nature of the road there. On phone, he's joining us via telephone to tell us more on the difficulty or the impact of the poor nature of the road in Dabor. Hello, good morning, Latif. Good morning, Latif. Latif Mahama.
All right, looks like we're having some technical difficulties with him. All right, hopefully we'll touch base with him later. But speaking of roads and the persons who use them, road users, maybe we can segue into a discussion on the war against indiscipline. Now, for those of you who may or may not know, City TV has joined forces with the police service, and they've been hard at work trying to curb indiscipline on our roads. Now, I love, you know what I loved? The video footage we've seen with the red arrows. Pointing out recalcitrant drivers.
That's the beautiful thing. Ghanaians have a tendency to behave themselves when they see the police on the road.
And that's anyone.
And so now that you're not seeing them, you want to misbehave, please go ahead.
The cameras are there.
The cameras are there.
But anyway, so that's the latest on the war against indiscipline. Now, I think we can take a look at what happened. There's been a car crash at Gumwa Bewadze.
That was the day before yesterday.
Yes. So we have a report on that. We'll take a quick look at that, and then we'll come and talk about road users, accidents, and matters arising.
Saloon Kaina, Stambik Kudianim. What is tall speed? We man, we said to over Simon who on Yazi. We Stambik. And as we Saloon Kai, what time Hona we so obeshim fast. And to careful not tipe ba. And not Stambik no ye film. And to where was uncle train. Or a careful munti. Stambik if you man away banty carcass or either for 12 cry. But can't speed on ordinance. None more I had. And that is there's no way out over to myself now how to be racing. Well, you know what, private car no, in the tip and the nipa corporate. But the other one, the way you know now, on the day no, you're okay. Driver on the one said, but car engine, by a saloon car, and now tip and so no ties in HT.
Wow. So that was the Gumwa Bewadze, the accident there, of course. If you listen to the eyewitness, clearly it had to do with some overtaking, and so it comes back to the issue of discipline on our roads.
Reckless driving.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. All right. We'll take some road crash statistics later on. We'll take a quick break. But Simmons, before the break, your quick thoughts on what we've just seen, that particular accident. We'll discuss
this
more.
is I think the day before yesterday, or very early yesterday. And again, it's just one place, a bit too many happening all over the place. I mean, I don't think in the last 3 months there's been one day that we haven't recorded a major accident on our roads.
Yeah.
And accidents do happen. That's why they are called accidents. But when it becomes so predictable that you wake up to another accident, then we have a problem.
Yeah.
It means that what is meant to be an accident is no more accident. Accidents are not planned, but it looks like every day we have one coming, and we should just expect. The only difference is that it may happen at a different location. Reason: indiscipline on our roads.
That's it.
Indiscipline on our roads. Our attitudes and behaviors. We are used to doing the wrong things on the roads, and we are happy doing them. And that's why we always will commend the Ghana Police Service and their leadership for the new effort and drive at curbing some of these things.
Yes.
I mean, they haven't done any new recruitment in the last 1 year. I don't know if they did. I don't think that they've done any new recruitment into the police. But the point I'm trying to make is that it's the same police service that we've known. That we've known in the last couple of years, who are now determined to do things differently. And you know, it doesn't make them a perfect institution, but at least we are happy seeing the effort they are putting in.
Right.
You know, you have people, oh, why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they? I said, no, well, they have to start from somewhere.
Exactly.
And we're all seeing what they are doing. And the ultimate objective is to protect lives.
True.
That's it. At the end of the day, that's it.
It's to protect lives.
Yeah.